This is Ilimia Arewa, a platform that promotes enlightenment, dialogue, and deeper understanding on issues that affect women, children, and society at large. And here on this platform, we don't only talk, we ask questions, we seek for clarity, and most importantly, we speak with respect, we listen with open minds for the purpose of understanding one another rather than blaming. And yeah, today's topic is so exciting and interesting, for we are going to explore the impact of girl-child education and early marriage. And for a discussion of this topic with me, Saadatu Suleiman Kamba is our amiable guest, an interesting, exuberant, and enthusiastic person that I can tell before the end of this interview, you all are going to say it, that yes, she's an exciting person in person. And this is Aisha Zakari, a strong woman and child advocate. You are very welcome to this platform, Aisha.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aisha Muhammad Zakari, and I'm here to motivate, inspire, and empower you. So to everyone listening, thank you so much for your time and energy to listen.
Wow.
Thank you.
There is one thing. Ever since that day we met, I was anticipating, aiming to want to meet you again in a good health and wealth. And I can see from all the outward indication you are doing so well for yourself. You are welcome. But before we go further, are you a feminist? Let's clarify something.
I am a woman empowering advocate.
Okay.
So I don't want it to be feminist.
Okay.
Some people don't really like that term, feminist.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay. Aisha, when they say girl-child education, what do you understand to be girl-child education?
I feel like girl-child education is allowing people or allowing women to practice what has already been given to them. Because I feel like education is a right. Everybody has to have that education. And here, especially in northern Nigeria, they feel like girl-child education is useless.
Okay.
So we are trying to talk to people to understand that at least, please do let your children go to school.
Yeah, exactly. You said something very profound. That's what has already been given to them. So it's left for the parents to exercise that right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
But there are so many, speculation and misunderstanding. I said misconception when it comes to a lady being exposed. Most especially here in North, a lot of people are stigmatizing it when a woman is educated. What do you make up of that? Maybe the women that are educated, do you think they are not being a good representative of that education, or something need to be done? Because the idea of education is to educate people. But why is it that here in North, they are labeling any educated woman as stubborn? Why?
I feel like the men that think it is a threat for a woman to be educated is because they don't know, or they feel like if a woman is educated, she would come and be bigger than them. I feel like most men, that is the reason why they don't want to let women or girl child go to school, because they feel like if I am gaining more education, some men do not like that because they feel like you know your rights too much and they cannot bend you to a certain level. I feel like that is the reason why most of the men in northern Nigeria do not want a girl child to be educated.
Okay. But considering the fact that you have been doing this business, advocating for women and children, have you ever come to terms with any, encounter of a girl child having an early marriage? And then is there any solution that it led to, good solution?
I feel like here in Gwandu, I went to Gwandu and I spoke to one of my cousins. She's one of my cousins, and I spoke to her because she stopped going to school where she wants to get married. I'm like, why? Because I feel like they are already boxed. Okay. Their mentality is boxed. They feel like they cannot do anything. And it's because they are not exposed enough. If they have more people, like more women that are advocating for women to go to school, their mentality would be better at least. So early marriage, I don't want to say anything bad about early marriage, but because a lot of people would say I and Nebi I
exactly
and whatnot. So people just wrap their heads around, religion did this, religion did that, and it's not always about religion.
Exactly.
I feel like so early marriage is
and for me it feels like that part of hadith, like people are choosing the part that favors them.
Exactly.
Because sometimes we have seen a lot of instances whereby girl being married so early and then abandoned while they are pregnant. They can't be able to do things. So some are saying it's due to economic pressure or traditional label or something. But what do you think need to be done about this, around this issue?
I feel like we should create like platforms. Maybe every local government should have a platform where girls can be educated about early marriage and whatnot. Because early marriage, or should I say forced early marriage, can cause a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because if you get married, they expect you to act like an adult.
Exactly.
And it is not so. This girl is just 15 and you married her,
Sure.
and you expect her to act as an adult. And if she doesn't, it is a problem.
Exactly.
So I feel like if we do back to school programs for young mothers, come on, a child can be in school and marry her off.
Now you want to tell me that these two can be merged. Even
Yes.
though you are early married, you can still continue further with your
Yes,
education.
if
Wow.
your man allows you, Kenan.
Okay.
So,
But
I
it is
don't know.
possible.
It is very, very much possible. If they have return to school programs for young mothers, actually, young mothers, this is your school. Because I feel like stigmatization, if you go to a normal school and they see that, oh, you're married, bullies. People are
Sure.
still bullying. I don't know. This is 2026, but people are still bullying. So if we do return to school programs and more of enlightenment, we enlighten women
Exactly.
to show them that, oh, you don't just have to stay in your house. So you can merge the two. I'm not saying early marriage is a bad thing. It has its own disadvantages and also its advantages.
Okay,
So,
there are some precautionary measures that need to be taken when it comes to early marriage.
Yes.
Okay, even
early marriage is not a bad thing, but forcing a child to be married is a very, very bad thing. Because there are some children nowadays that they'll just wake up, wallahi mama, today I want to get married. And you have to. Because if not, they'll do things that they are not supposed to.
Okay, speaking of children wanting to get married by themselves, maybe it's too early then, because most of them it's not their parent that is pushing them to do it. It was circumstances and then how they behave that their parent has no any other option but to do it for them. Yeah. Do you think marriage is something that you just wake up and feel like doing, or you have to prepare before doing it?
I feel like everybody shows, like people show you that the goodness of marriage. You don't really know what marriage is until you go into it. And
Exactly.
I am not married, but I have lived with people that are married. So marriage is not something easy that you just wake up, or you think it's just you and your man in your house and you cook whatever you want to cook. That is the idea children have in their heads.
Exactly.
But it is more than that. I feel like if you sit down and educate people about what marriage actually is, they would not have a lot of failed marriages. Because so you'd get married today, in the next 3 months, go and ask those people, are they still married? You'd hear that they are not.
Exactly.
So
do you think it's lack of preparation that results to most of divorce cases?
Yes, lack of preparations, because you don't know what you are getting into. You just think, oh, it's just something that will just go, have fun, eat food and whatnot. It is not that. You have to take care of a man, a man that you did not grow up with. You have to take care of him and a lot of more.
But okay, we expect couples to get to understood each other before they get to marrying one another. Yes. Okay, but so do you want to tell me that that courtship alone is not enough? You have to foster another preparation, because for my own knowledge is you can only study chemistry or any other courses, or this marriage also need to be studied before you embark on it.
Yes, I feel like you really need to study, because at the end of the day you cannot know a person completely until you get married to them. So a man can hide his real identity until you guys get married. So prayers is very, very essential. You meet a man, you think he's your spec, he's doing everything right. Sure. Doesn't make him right for you at the end of the day. I've seen a lot of marriages that failed because you think, oh, he's my man, But it is not just that. Marriage is more than that.
Wow. But what do you think are the role that education plays when it comes to this early child marriage? Since we cannot stop it, maybe it's something that is rampant, and maybe the region has chose to do it, since it's not against our religion. But what role do you think, when we add education to this early marriage, it will play?
I feel like early marriage plus education would make a very, very good whole marriage thing, because if you are educated, not just Western education, we are talking about Islamically, because there are a lot of things among men now. If they tell them, you hear a man telling you, oh, I am allowed to marry 4 wives.
Exactly.
And you cannot do things for this your four wives. One wife, it is not a compulsory something that a wife has to wake up and cook for you. It is not compulsory. It is just something that tradition came with.
Yeah.
So Western and Islamic religion, well, Islamic education, if you combine it to early marriage, I feel like it is good. Even though gaskiya I'm not advising anybody to marry early, especially because you don't know what this life is all about.
Okay. But maybe you have some true life story that you can relate with. That is why you are emphasizing on this.
Yes, I do. I have a friend that she got married because she thought, oh, this man is hers and whatnot. Wallahi, at the end of the day, this man backstabbed her.
Ya salam.
He backstabbed her because, I don't know, men are just very wicked. And if us, we witnessed their love, so we thought, oh, this man loves her, menene. But wallahi, at the end of the day, he did not.
Okay.
And he was a very bad person.
Yeah.
But he did not show her.
I'm very sorry to hear that story. But I think when it comes to marriage issue, when you listen to this one, you would say this. When you listen to this one, you say that. But regarding education, who are the people you recommend to be educated the most? Men or women or both?
Both, I feel.
Okay.
But Yazoo, with the way life is going, I feel like we should educate girls more. Because they are the backbone of every family. Women are the backbone of their families. So if you educate them, it is to your own advantage. Because it is not every time she'll call you, that Allah, magi, gishiri, that kind of thing. And if men get aggressive, because there was this time in school, I had a conversation with my classmates. They were men, of course. So we're talking and we're saying, I would love to work. And one of them was like, she would never marry a woman that works.
Wow.
Why? He was like, I religiously, if you go to work, you'd encounter men. I'm like, this is a very bad stereotype, because a lot of men have it, that if a woman is working, should get to communicate with men. It is understandable because it has happened a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has happened with women. Maybe they are the ones that they spoil our names.
Yeah,
Some women that
sure.
would go out and they would be talking with men and whatnot. So I feel like if one person does it, doesn't mean everybody is going to. So give women the opportunity to work, give women the opportunity to learn, and if she does, your children, you'd see it on your children.
Okay, there is this research by UNICEF that a lot of girls are having talent and potential, but they get truncated to be able to finish secondary school, most especially, let alone university. And some of them that are very lucky to get to university, they get truncated by getting married to someone that will ask them most of the time. This is out of UNICEF report, that most of the time the husband would say, I can't be able to take care of your own salary. You should just go and get married to me. So how do you think, what role do you think this kind of mindset is playing to the society, hijacking away girls that are having talent and potential in a society that is ready to have them given back?
I feel like it is another reason why Nigeria is not going anywhere. Because if there are a lot of women, girl child, that are educated, Nigeria would have gone a lot more than that it is right now.
Sure.
So I don't know why men men already have it in their mind that they are bigger than women. Alhamdulillah, you are bigger than us, confirm. But let me show my own potential. You have your own, I have mine.
Sure.
Let's combine it and make the world a better place.
Sure.
I don't think it's too much to ask.
Okay, so you think men only or one gender only cannot be enough to make this world a better place?
I feel like
because we are all here and we belong here.
Exactly.
So we feel like we belong here.
Exactly. God has a reason for him to create women and men.
Sure.
If he wanted, he would have created men only. But
Exactly.
he created a woman and a man. So why not join your hands and be better people?
Exactly. You seem to be very excited when it comes to this topic, and I'm so happy by the way this conversation is flowing. Do you encounter any label by someone, considering the fact that you chose the path to education and you chose the path to advocating women and children, like getting labeled by some people that get you demoralized sometimes?
A lot of people, especially on platforms, maybe on TikTok, all these old-fashioned men, because that is what I would call them. Old-fashioned men. They would come to my DM. Why are you doing this? Why are you a feminist? I am not a feminist. Feminism, I feel like, is just people being extreme.
Exactly.
It is the same thing, but they are being extreme, saying women and men are the same thing.
That is why from the inception of the interview I ask you, because if somebody hear that you are advocating for women and children, he is definitely going to mistake you as a feminist. So if he's having that bad energy with feminists, he will turn off the interview. So you think it's a thing, like there is gap between this thing you are doing and feminism. Okay, have you get demoralized?
Yeah, so I have, because a lot of people are like, it is feminism, and if you are not giving them money, you are not doing anything. I'm like, I want to get to that stage that I would give women money as an advocate.
Okay.
But I feel like some women right now, they have already exactly. That even if you give them money, you still come back after a year and still
but money for what exactly?
Maybe for them to start a business.
Okay.
I am advocating for women because there are a lot of women that were not they were not opportune to go to school.
Exactly.
And it is very understandable. So at least
and they are not financially independent.
Exactly. Okay. So at least let them do something. Business is something. You can start with a little and you can be getting money. Because the reason why I started this women empowerment thing is because I am surrounded by women that have struggled, that are very, very strong, and that men have shown shaggy.
Wow.
So that is the reason why I just said, Kai, I feel like what I've gone through, I don't want people to go through it. So I would talk about it. I would talk about it. Even though I don't want to put my own business out there, or I'm doing this, I'm struggling with this, I don't want to do that. Kawaii, with this little I have, what I have is my phone right now and my data and my mouth. Yeah. That is the only thing I have, so that is what I use for now.
Yes, and what you are having is a very good thing and worth having, because I could say your service to humanity is so outstanding, because you are contributing to what you have positively. So it's up for some people to want to see it how they chose to see it. So now in the end, what advice could you give to parents and then husbands and the girl in whole?
Child, the first advice that I would give to the man of the house, like the father, is please and please, Baba, please try and allow your children to go to school. Going to school doesn't mean she's too exposed or she's going to spoil or something like that. So it is going to help you, because a lot of women, we have great women from Birnin Kebbi, outside Birnin Kebbi, that are doing very, very good with the education they have. Example is Salamatu Hussein Suleiman.
Wow.
That woman is alhamdulillah, she's not everything.
Okay, and she's educated.
Very, very much educated, and she is trying her best to help other people to do that. And I feel like if women are educated, they help, because women are soft-hearted, so they cannot just see somebody just like that and just leave them. But men, I'm not saying you're not soft-hearted, but that. And the woman, the child that they are sending to school, please and please, because they allow you to go to school, don't use it and don't misuse the opportunity you have, because if you do misuse the opportunity you have, it's going to spoil way for other girls.
Exactly. It's demoralizing other parents.
If you set a bad example, it is going to spoil a lot of girls' opportunity to go to school. But if you do something good, they would say, Ayani church, she did this, that's very good, please let me take my child to school. My daughter would do that. So that is my own advice to them.
Okay. Thank you so much. Esteemed audience, this is the much we can take on to this edition of this our platform Ilimia Arewa. And then in a nutshell, the true purpose of education is not labeling it with the people that chose to be a bad ambassador of education. Education has come into existence to allow people be able to do life and solve it very, very well in a appropriate manner, not to be rude, not to misinform others. So the basic right of any human being is to be educated. Anything that come within or that come behind is just a secondary. Thank you so much. This is Ilimia Arewa. Aisha, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.